Right, today I'm going to show you how to start making these love hearts that I've got from Knitted Bear Story, I think, website. I think the link will be at the bottom. I've altered the start of it to start with a magic circle rather than start with a chain. But I'll show you how to do the first part and then connect to the second part. So you start off by chaining into your magic circle like so, and then do 6 double crochets. And because we're constantly going to be working in the round, I recommend something to mark your place, whether it's stitch markers like these, or you could just use a safety pin, or I've used paper clips as well. Anything that you can just slip through and hold your place. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then you just pull the end to bring it round. So you've got 6 stitches. So just double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and in your marker is 6. So the next row is you increase in every stitch, so you do 2 double crochets in every stitch. Right, so the third row you need to single crochet into the first one and then double crochet into the second. Sorry, double crochet in the first one and increase in the second one, so you double crochet twice. So that's 1 stitch, and again mark the start of your row. Then in the second one you do 2 double crochets. So 1, 2, then move on to the next one, do 1 double crochet, then the next one 2 double crochets, and then repeat that all the way around. And then at the end of this row we should have 18 stitches. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, and then row 4 you just double crochet all the way around. So again we should have 18 stitches. So we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. So as I said, it'll curl in on itself, which is fine, but we want it the other way around, so just pull your end tight to seal that join up, and then just pop it over like so. So you need to make 2 of these. So the first one you need to cut the end off, and then the second one you need to leave attached to your wool. Right, so the first one you've cut with an end and left that. So now we need to join them. To join them, you put your last stitch on your hook like so, and then you want to crochet in your next stitch. So go through and then use the wool you're working with and pull it through. So you've now got 3 ends on your hook. Just pull the loose end just to tighten the middle one, and then you want to pull it through all 3. Once you've done that, put your stitch marker in. Right, so mark the start of this new row. So, and then once you've done that joining one, you want to do 15 more. Right, you now need to skip the last 2 on that side, and then we need to skip the first 2 on this side, and then crochet from there. And we need to do 16 in here. Right, so we've now joined them both together. Before we do the full row of 32, just going to sew the middle up. So thread your needle, then you need to go through the front and back, and front and back, pull it through, then to the next one, pull it through, front and back, and again, and pull it through. And then once you've done that, just leave it in there because this is going to be part of the stuffing. So now just going to do 32 double crochets all the way around. Right, we're now starting the decrease. So for the next round we do 6 double crochets before we then decrease twice. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now I've found with this, because it's so small, fiddly and faffy, what I do is I put a stitch marker on the 5th stitch, so that leaves me the 4 that I'm working on clear. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So put a stitch marker in there because I found that I couldn't see the 2 properly. So to decrease, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in the front loop of the 1st stitch and then through the front and the back of the 2nd stitch, get my wool, pull it through. Just a second, like that, and then pull it through the front loop of the 1st stitch and then do my single crochet, and then that leaves me 2. So again, through the front loop of the 1st one, through the front and back of the 2nd one, pull my wool through, pull it through the single loop, and then do my double crochet like so. And then I need to double crochet 12. The pattern that I'm using does say single crochet, but it's an American pattern, so in English it's double crochet. So do 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and again put a stitch marker in the 5th one from your hook. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that gives you 4 clear stitches to work through your 2 decreasing. So again, through the front loop of the first stitch and then through both of the second, pull the wool through and then through, making sure all the wool comes through. And then do your double crochet through the front loop, through both, pull your wool through and then through, and then do your double crochet, and then that should leave you 6 double crochets to work. And we should have 28 stitches. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 27. If you've made a mistake, you've only got 1 row to go back because you've got your stitch marker. This row you need to double crochet 5, decrease twice, double crochet 10 times, decrease twice, and double crochet 5 times. This time we should have 24 stitches, and again if you don't, you just got 1 row to pull back. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24. The next row is 4 double crochets, 2 decreases, 8 double crochets, 2 decreases, and 4 double crochets. And then we've got another row to do before we start stuffing, and this time it's 3 double crochets, 2 decreases, 6 double crochets, 2 decreases, and then 3 double crochets. It does get fiddlier and faffier when you've got your stitch markers in place and you're decreasing, so you're your working stitches gets less and less and less, but keep at it because they look lovely. Like so. So we should have 16 stitches. Let's count them. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Right, now for your stuffing, you can use toy stuffing, or if you save the ends that you snip off everything you've worked with, you can use that to stuff them. So I've been stuffing mine with bits of wool that I've snipped off projects I've been working with, and you just need to push it down. I use the end of crocheting hook when my fingers get too big to fill it, like so, and then it should be nice and full. Right, so we're now gonna carry on until the end. So this row we do 2 double crochets, decrease twice, 4 double crochets, decrease twice, and then 2 more double crochets. So start off, and then that should be 12. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Right, so the next row is double crochet 1, decrease twice, 2 double crochets, decrease twice, and then 1 double crochet. So again, start off and then place your stitch marker in, and if you need to lock it, that way it will not come out. And then double crochet in the last one, and that should give us 8 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we need to do 4 double crochets. So this is the front part. So through the front loop all the way through the second. And double crochet. Through the front loop. All the way through. As you see, it gets tighter and tighter. finishing off. Right, once you've done those, you then cut the end, leaving a fair tail, and then pull it through like that. Then you need your needle again, going through the front of all your stitches. And pull it tight, and then you need to go in that hole, pull it all the way through like so. And then snip the end, then as it springs back it goes back inside. So that's your little love heart, and then this is more to go in your bag for your next stuffings. And if you make two, check with your local hospital baby unit and see if they want it for the babies in the neonatal or SCBU or NICU. So mum keeps one, wears it with her, and then swap it, so baby's got mum's scent all the time. Thank you.